for us from the Howard 100 News Room.
Well, all eyes are on Ronnie the limo driver's Twitter account after he claims his account was compromised over the weekend. It started when a tweet saying, quote, "If I poop a boob, I'm going to feel really thirsty," came from Ronnie's official Twitter account. Ronnie claims he didn't send it. We do know.
Ronnie wouldn't even be that witty.
We do know it came from his official account over the weekend while he was out west performing a couple of block party dates.
Is it possible somebody took his phone and tweeted from it?
It is possible that happened, though he claims he always had the phone in his possession.
You're totally full of shit.
Whoa, whoa.
Well, what what is it?
Because you're already yelling. You're not even through the door and you're yelling.
Yeah, let's hear what you
don't know what
say.
you're talking about.
What, you have no voice, Ronnie?
Yeah, it's from all that traveling, man.
This fucking guy, I mean,
he's
got a full appearance schedule, and I said to him.
Is he busy every weekend?
Well, he's not only busy every weekend, but he's got to stay up till like 2 in the morning for these gigs that he's doing, and now he's got no fucking voice.
I'm all right.
No, you're not. You're sick.
I'm not sick.
Of course you are.
I just don't have a voice.
No, and you're sick.
No, I'm not sick.
All right, what do you want to say about this?
I know what happened.
Yeah, now you sound annoying on the air.
Why?
It's a different voice.
Because your voice is annoying when you're sick.
I'm not sick.
All right, what do you want to say to John? Go ahead.
I know what happened.
What happened on your Twitter account?
Somebody tweeted through my account. I know who did it. I know how it happened.
Who did it?
I can't say.
Oh,
Why not?
Why can't you say?
I can't say.
Elephant shit part 2 here. You
Too
can't
bad.
say.
Sorry.
Wait, Ronnie, how did you find out who did it?
Because I know who did it.
Oh, it's somebody you know.
Yeah, I know who did it.
They didn't hack your account. They have your password.
At first, I thought they hacked my account because I didn't know at the time. I found out yesterday.
So it's someone who has your account information.
Exactly.
So it's either your girlfriend, Stephanie. Who else would have your account information?
Somebody had my information.
Was it Stephanie?
And somebody put out, it wasn't even, they misspelled it. It was supposed to be, instead of pooped, it was supposed to be popped.
If I pop a boob, what was this?
It's something to do with implants or something like that.
The quote that came out was, "If I poop a boob, I'm going to feel really
it was
thirsty."
Supposed to be pop the boob.
But you regularly make spelling and grammatical mistakes on your Twitter.
Oh, tell me about it. It's the funniest thing ever.
Understood, dude. But
so one would expect that this could come from you.
Why won't you say who it was?
I told you yesterday. I told Shuli on Saturday when it happened, who right away, Shuli ran to my room. This happened when we were in Portland.
Right.
I was asleep when this came out, and I had no clue it was on Twitter.
Why?
JD texts me like at 6 o'clock at night, which is 9 o'clock here.
Explain your thought process. Why won't you tell us who did it? Like, but who cares?
Right, exactly. Who cares?
But why won't you say who was tweeting from your account?
I can't say.
Why?
I can't.
Somebody has your login and
tell
password?
me why you can't say it.
I just can't say it.
Why?
I can't.
But why can't you say it?
Because I don't want to.
Why don't you want to?
Because I don't want to.
So fucking retarded.
I don't want to.
Is it because...
was it another girl who you're cheating on your girlfriend with?
Stop it.
So then what are you fucking afraid of?
I'm just... Well, how would you be compromised by telling?
I just don't want to... I don't want to tell.
Was it your son?
No.
He doesn't have your Twitter account.
I don't know. I don't know who it was.
Somebody has your password?
Maybe.
Well, of course they do.
Well, I know. I mean, I could speculate who has your password.
You can't speculate
Go
anything.
ahead, speculate.
Well, Zena's buddy girl runs a lot of the hot chick of the week.
Oh, so it was Zena's buddy girl.
No, it wasn't.
Sure it was.
No, it wasn't.
Because she tweets for you sometimes, doesn't she?
No, never.
She did one morning when we were here.
She did?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Was it your daughter-in-law?
No. I just
Was it Anthony Weiner? I mean, who was it?
I just don't understand why you give your password to somebody else. You have 130,000 followers.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I told you I don't want to tell you.
Why?
Okay?
Why?
I'm just asking you why you give...
You fucking annoy me.
Why won't you tell him? What is the big fucking deal?
I don't want to tell him.
Why do you give your password to other people?
I don't want to tell him.
Why?
But
why don't you want to tell him?
Because I just don't feel like
I'm not
telling.
asking you who did it. I'm saying why don't you?
It's my...
Like, why is it so sensitive?
Douche.
No, it's my happiness not to tell him.
This is like grumpy old men.
You're just not telling
There you go.
John?
Exactly.
You can tell Howard.
I'm not telling
Listen,
him
John
on the air.
leaving, I'll
I
know.
won't tell him on the air. I'll tell him off the air, but I won't tell him. Because right away he runs to me with this story yesterday. It's like some big deal. Him and Shuli.
It isn't a big deal. It's interesting.
I know it's not a big deal.
Who tweeted for you? It's not that it's a big deal. We just want to know who tweeted for
When
you.
dozens of listeners come to us and say, what the hell's going on with Ronnie's Twitter, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, why do you want
No listeners
Don't you want to
came
clear it
you.
up?
Listen.
How do you think John found out about it? He's following your Twitter?
How it started? Shuley started putting it out there Saturday night.
Okay, so finish the story. You're telling a story.
There's nothing to tell.
Who did it?
I don't know.
Why are you being so goddamn weird?
I don't know.
All right, goodbye.
All right, thank you.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Oh, fucking weirdo. Get out of here. And don't use this show anymore. And don't use my audience anymore.
Get out of here.
Don't use this audience for your fucking purposes.
Get out of
You
here.
don't know who fucking hacked your account. What are you, a man or a mouse?
Fuck you.
Right. I can't believe this. I'd rather talk to Benji. How annoying.
What's that all about?
Because you know what? He has no reason for not telling
No, I
anyone.
just don't want to.
Yeah. Let's stop being interested in his life. We'll watch all his opportunities dry up. And Benji. What do you say? Don't come in here with all clammed up over something stupid like that.
I don't get it.
Just wasted 5 minutes of your time.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
appears.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
I know. Martin, you're on the air in Tacoma.
Good morning, King.
Good morning.
I was just going to give you a little wrap-up of the Seattle show. Ronnie was on fire there, too.
That's why he lost his voice. He yells on stage. He yells the entire time on stage. And then he shows up here and he's got that annoying voice. How the hell anyone could make that sound and have a voice is beyond me. I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Yeah, he invaded both Shuley and Yucko's set. He commandeered the mic, refused to give it back. But overall, he was tame compared to Scott. This guy heckled the first guy that came out on stage. From the stage, he's heckling one of the comedians.
Yeah, well, Scott the engineer, Ronnie, Shuley.
They want you to know they're there. It's their block party.
That's their block party. They're doing their thing.
Yeah, but it was a hell of a great time, and
Good.
I really appreciate it.
That's what Ronnie told me. He tells me these block parties are very
Everybody
successful.
has a good time.
Scott, what's the
guy
matter?
is totally lying. Ronnie didn't interrupt any comedian set, and I wasn't heckling anybody.
Right.
That's total bullshit.
That would almost be too creative for you to heckle
Yeah, really.
somebody.
You know me.
Right.
I play sound effects.
Scott says you're full of shit.
No, you kept telling Jason, absolutely, you were saying Jason was the first guy out. He said, time's up, oh my God, you suck, and then he
I
started
never,
making
ever
gestures
said
like he was
that.
pulling him off stage.
Never, ever.
Well, he says you did it, and it seems to make him happy.
Shuley
Shuley,
will tell you.
did Scott heckle any of the comedians? Did anything like that happen?
I don't think Scott was heckling the comedians. These guys, they're not professional hosts, let's say. So
Right.
the intros wouldn't be
now?
the intros wouldn't be like they are at a comedy club.
What are you
let's
talking
say.
about?
Meanwhile, can I just say something?
Yeah.
This guy takes Twitter so fucking seriously.
Ronnie,
No, Howard.
It
Howard.
totally ruined his whole
This
night.
guy, you talk about Twitter, that's all he does.
No, Ronnie
That's
thinks.
all.
Ronnie
we're
thinks.
in the air, dude. We're riding from Seattle to Portland. He's in the back of the fucking car on the Twitter.
Surely.
Hey, you should have heard what was on there. You should have heard what this guy said about last night.
Pictures too.
Then we get to the airport. The same thing. Oh, you should have heard what this guy said. He was ragging
Yeah, but
on
Ronnie,
me.
Shuley makes a point. You're way wrapped up into your Twitter account. I mean,
Not like him.
Yeah, but you're way wrapped up in it, and
Ronnie.
you're acting like what happened to you was no big deal.
First
Shuley's,
of all,
I could just picture you freaking out that somebody hacked into
no,
your account.
I wasn't.
Was he, Shuley?
Dude,
Howard, I played an interview. I put together a story yesterday.
No, I was telling him to leave me alone.
He was.
He was so mad. He's like, "Stop! Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk about this." And I go, "Ronnie, if somebody hacked into your account, what did they accomplish by putting this tweet out?
Right.
It makes no sense. They hacked into your account, and this is what they do with it.
Right.
I don't want to talk. I know you're up to something. I know
Howard,
you're doing."
Oh, he blamed you.
Well, all I'm doing on Twitter, by the way, because I'm sitting behind these two in a van heading to the gigs and stuff, so I just take different pictures of them from behind,
Well,
like
how
their heads,
stupid is that?
their hair, and I just post them on
Yeah.
Twitter.
And then
I'd
people
watch
love them.
that.
No.
People love them.
I'm going to follow Shuley. How do I follow you?
Shalom Shuli on
Yeah,
Twitter.
stupid ass Shuley on Twitter.
Wait,
Shuley.
Ronnie fell asleep 3 times on the ride from Seattle
So
to
what?
Portland.
Right.
I downloaded an air horn app on my phone.
Yeah.
I woke him up 3 times, and then the 4th time, we slammed on the brakes and started screaming like we were about to crash, and he woke up. He woke up, called us cocksuckers, and went right back to
Well, he's
sleep.
right. The guy's trying to catch a couple of seats.
Fucking cocksuckers.
Why do you got to bust his balls?
Big gig he's about
It's
to
a comedy tour. This is what
Oh,
happens.
there he is sleeping. Look at that. Is that the picture you tweeted?
Oh, I posted about 15 pictures. I took a picture of him looking at his phone at the restaurant,
Right.
and somebody tweeted that it looks like their grandfather trying to work a remote control.
wasn't
Like his
even
glasses
tweeting, you
were up.
stupid
And he's
ass.
like,
He's trying to read the menu.
he's trying. No, he's looking at his phone.
He looks like a 2001 when they see the monolith.
This guy thinks every time you're looking at your phone,
Right.
you're tweeting. I wasn't tweeting. I was actually answering an email.
So why are you acting like with the John Lieberman story, like it was no big deal?
Breaking his balls.
Yeah, but I mean, that is a big deal when somebody starts tweeting from your account,
It was
right?
a mistake.
Oh, with somebody you know who...
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But you were freaking out, I'm sure. I would be.
Look, here, I'll tell exactly what happened.
Okay.
I was fast asleep.
Right.
Before we were going to do the Saturday night show.
Right.
We got to Portland. I went to take a nap. I get a text from JD saying, "What's this tweet all about?" I go, well, "What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about."
Right. So
then I go and I look on Twitter. I don't see anything.
Right.
Then I go downstairs to the lobby. We're going to leave.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
It really is stupid.
I go downstairs, and this one right away with the microphone. He's got the big
my
tape
job.
recorder,
Right.
the microphone.
Doing his gig.
He's going, "So what happened?" I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "This tweet that went out." I go, "I have no idea. It's not me. I was asleep." and he's hammering me and hammering me and hammering me. "Well, what do you think?" And then he gets the other guy involved, John Toll. He goes, "So what do you think, John? Does he think, what do you think of this tweet?" "Oh, it's got to be his because it says it came from his account."
He says I hammered him. I
And
asked
they're
him
breaking my
twice.
balls.
Ronnie loves his Twitter.
I asked him twice, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
"Dude, not right now. Leave me alone,
Well,
dude."
gave
Right,
Ronnie
'cause I
a
didn't wanna
whole
be
life.
bothered.
Like, remember when he got the offer for his television show because he thinks because of Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he brings people on stage. He's like, "Hey, you follow me on Twitter?"
And he yells at him.
Yelling
We're
at
making
him.
him a hot chicken. We're doing a hot chicken of the week contest.
Let me tell you something. This guy has the power.
Right.
I've never seen
Tell him,
somebody.
tell him what happened with the guy. With
Did
his
you listen to
girlfriend.
the tape of him at that porno
Oh my God!
porno
AVNs?
convention, the
That-
AVN Awards? We
Let's
sent
see what
Ronnie.
you got, baby!
We let Ronnie interview the girls at the AVN Awards,
Yeah.
and he's like flirting with them, and he's
I
a whole.
wasn't.
You're a whole character.
Dude, I was doing the questions you told me to do.
No, I know. It's just funny. I got to play that for you. I'm going to play that for you today.
Okay.
Ronnie at the AVN Awards.
I didn't know Ronnie had
you'll
gone
like
to
that.
the AVN
Yeah,
Awards.
And it was
you'll like
Stephanie, okay?
It was Steph. That's what I thought. Who else would have your Twitter account?
And meanwhile, Scott, literally, like, you make jokes about this black cloud. It is so real.
What do you mean?
It is unbelievable.
Like,
Oh,
what
you gotta
happened?
tell him what happened.
So I leave here, work Friday after Jay Thomas show in the morning,
Right.
and Scott and I are driving to Ronnie's. We get to Scott's car. It's a light drizzle outside. The second keys are put in his hand for his car, a downpour, a monsoon of rain. The entire time, there was literally a black cloud following over our head. And we get to Ronnie's house. We get in this cab. And I tell Ronnie, he doesn't even know this, but I tell Ronnie that the cab driver doesn't want anybody sitting up front.
Right.
Just so
Oh,
all
you tell
three of
me
us,
that.
just so all three of us will be packed in the back.
Yeah.
This is what I got to deal with.
Yeah.
So all three of us are going to the airport. My hand's touching his leg and shit and everything. We get to the airport. Scott goes to buy a bottle of water at the
Wait,
gift
what
shop.
about the car?
Oh, the car was a piece
The
of shit.
windshield wipers were flying off the car. The woman couldn't see where she was going.
And
That's
he's
my
Whoever
fault.
Scott is.
That's my fault.
Right.
And he's super driver. He's like, "Are you sure you can see out of that side?" Like he's getting involved in her job now.
Yeah.
We get to the airport. He goes to buy a bottle of water. I'm not lying.
Scott.
Scott goes to buy a bottle. The register breaks. Stops it.
They had to close down the store.
They had to close the store. She couldn't ring anybody up.
Oh my God.
And I tweeted it out, and everybody on my Twitter goes, "Dude, change your flight right now. Do
Right.
not get on that."
Do
Like,
you usually fly with him?
this is my first time flying with these guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you start to get freaked out that all this shit was happening? Well,
I got a little nervous. I'm like, dude, this is
Scott,
really
does this
happening.
go on all the time?
No, of course not.
I mean, my God, you get in a car, a pouring torrential downpour. You get in a cab, the cab breaks, the windshield wipers break. You go to the fucking pay for some water, and the fucking cash register closes the whole store down. It's crazy.
It's nuts.
His mother told him, "There's a black cloud over your head." When he was a little boy, she told him.
But we made it to Seattle fine. It was,
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah.
One of my highlights this weekend was the sound check in Seattle that we did.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Scott comes down to make sure that there's stuff that's compatible with his DJ equipment.
Right.
And so he tells the sound guy, he says, so where do I plug in at? And the sound guy goes, what are you running off of? And Scott pulls out his cell phone.
There we go.
Yeah, there's my DJ.
And then his-
I put a lot of effort into this.
Then he couldn't get his phone froze up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, phone was
He had to
breaking.
take the battery out and reboot the phone.
My DJ's on the phone with Verizon. Give us a few minutes.
Can you hear me now?
So.
And
when
all
you-
day long, they just are waiting for me to
What would
prank
be a
them.
typical device that a DJ or sound guy would use? Not his phone.
A laptop.
A laptop.
Yeah,
something.
CD player?
Right.
Turntables?
Nobody
something?
uses CD players
You
anymore.
make enough money. Get
Nobody
a
uses a
laptop.
phone,
Laptops.
Scott.
Well, I mean, what can you do from your phone?
I do what I have to do,
does
what I need to
everything.
do. I do everything. I play music. I play whatever I need to play. I could do exactly. I have a mixer on the phone.
You know what
see.
he doesn't do, Howard? He doesn't turn his ringer off on his phone.
That's right.
I called
He called
it
him
in the middle of the show. They were doing a big dance contest on stage, and I wonder if his phone will work if I call it. I'm so bored, so I call the phone. Sure enough, the music stops, dead stop,
Right.
and you hear, and he has like the old phone ring, so it's ringing through the PA
So
system.
professional.
Yeah, really. It was-
And what does he do? A professional DJ? He picks it up.
Right.
He answers it.
Oh, this must be important.
the phone rang. I had to pick it up.
something very urgent.
And I go, Scott, turn off your ringer, you idiot. And he's turning around yelling at Scott. And it's just chaos.
What a horrible show.
Oh, it's the greatest
It's
show
going to be the
on earth.
most unprofessional worst
It
show
is, but
ever.
everybody loved it.
And
Everyone
we
loves it.
sold out both
Yeah, they
shows,
love it
man.
because you guys are retarded.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
I mean, come on.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
Take it.
Hey, Howard.
Crazy. Yeah.
And Scott chooses the music, so there's a room full of 30 to 40-year-old guys. He chooses Cher, Do You Believe in Love?
Well, why would I do
Well,
that,
Ronnie
douchebag?
likes that.
That's for Ronnie. Hey,
And fucking-
listen up,
Hey,
asshole.
dude, you were the first one to walk up probably and take a picture with us, too.
I love you, Ronnie. I really do. I appreciate dinner and everything.
This is Ronnie. This is Martin, that guy Martin who almost died coming up to our green room. This
Oh,
guy
my
Martin
God.
is
Yeah,
like
the guy who went to
400
the big guy.
pounds.
Yeah,
Oh,
the guy who went to the hamburger place with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow the fat guy to hamburger
So when you
place.
go to one of your shows, it's like the audience becomes part of your family. They go to buy hamburgers with you afterwards.
Oh,
and-
my God. We came back to the hotel.
You know, you guys remind me of like country stars because the country stars used to let them come to your house. Like
Yeah, they
Dolly
have that
Parton.
open house thing.
Dolly Parton, right in her backyard, had a fucking Adventureland type setup.
We hang out with everyone.
Dolly would.
No.
What about Ronnie would?
We hang out.
We hang out with everyone. This guy, I've never seen a guy,
What do you
the
mean?
first one out the door in everything.
Right.
We land in JFK. We're in the back of the
We're at
plane.
26, row 26.
Scott's in the aisle, jacket on, bag on his shoulder. He's ready to
and
get out of
and the roller suitcase in
and
the
the roller-
aisle.
And where's he in a rush to get to?
nowhere.
Right,
No,
he has to wait for you guys.
the show ends. Everybody goes, "Where's Scott?" Where's
Right.
it? He's back in his room, relaxing. He goes, "We hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
You hang out with nobody."
Yeah.
Now, who do you hang out with?
You go out with Shuli. Everything is a joke, though, you know.
Right.
They take me to a gay bar after the show.
I'm glad I missed that.
Ronnie's drunk. All these fans are in the lobby. He's like, "We're going drinking," and our promoter Sequoia goes, "Listen, I have a gay bar set up. It's around the corner. We're taking him to a gay bar." And like 40 people were in on it. No one said a word.
Ronnie, when did you realize it was gay?
When I walked in,
Some guy banged
some guy
me.
tried to kiss me.
Wow.
I walked
Did you
with
guys
them.
tape that?
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
we had to have.
Is that going to be on our TV?
Well, no, Howard TV never came.
They didn't go?
No.
They never came to this
in
one.
Wow.
Portland, some guy tried to kiss me at the show.
Right.
They threw him out of the place.
Right.
Well, that's your sexual power, Ronnie. Goes
Ronnie.
both ways.
Yeah, okay.
I
Don't
will
you
say
like- he
this.
loves meeting guys and girls.
He brought up these girls. He's asking girls to come up on stage to do Hot Chick of the Night. So this one girl stands up. She's like 6 foot tall, huge tits. And her boyfriend, you can see, he grabs her arm. He's like, "Hey, don't go up there." And it's not like Ronnie's saying, "We're going to give you money. We're going to get." He just asked for people to come up. The woman keeps going up. The boyfriend stands up right before the stage. He puts his arm on her. He says, "If you go up there, I'm fucking leaving."
Right.
He left.
This is how powerful he is. She looks at him. She goes, "Bye," and walks up on stage.
And then she took her top off?
Well, no, they did
She
some.
didn't have to because her top was like 90% open.
She was
Wow.
wearing
She
like
had
a
one of
dinner
those
napkin.
tops with the hole in the front.
What a shock that a chick who goes out in a dinner napkin wants attention.
And how about the chicks wanting to sign your boobs?
Yeah, there's chicks asking to sign boobs.
I was
and-
drawing funny faces on her nipples and shit. It was really fun.
Wow, Ronnie got power over
I
women,
tell
doesn't he?
you.
Wait till you hear him at the AVN Awards. You'll see. I'll play that for you later. All right, boys.
We got.
what you got.
What do you have? Oh, little Steven's here?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take a break, and then we'll go talk
We're
to
going to be in
Little
Hartford and Stanford. Ronnie Block.
Ronnie won't be.
Ronnie won't
What
be.
did he
but
just say?
The
Ronnie
Ronnie
will be
Block
with
party will
Howard.
be in Hartford and Stanford.
See how articulate he is? Wait till he hits the stage.
Yeah, really.
awful
It's
at
even better.
everything.
So who's going to be at the Ronnie Block party in Hartford?
JD is hosting.
JD's hosting?
JD is filling in for Ronnie.
Oh, you're kidding.
Everybody else have a great time.
He didn't want to do it, but I convinced him.
You convinced him to do it. Yeah.
He's doing me a favor.
I've never offered somebody this amount of money and seen him so miserable about doing a gig.
How much does he get paid for that? A lot of
He's
money.
getting a good amount. He's getting a
couple
very
of
good
grand?
amount. Yeah.
Wow.
And he didn't want to do it.
No, he's doing it, but I mean, you know,
he didn't
JD,
want to.
he's-
He didn't want to do it.
That's crazy.
he said as a friend he'll
He's
help
really
me out.
anxious about the appearance. That's what I'm hearing.
And I told him, I said, dude, you don't have to tell jokes or just be you. Just go up there and be you. And
Yeah. Are
He
you
doesn't,
freaking
he
out?
doesn't know we got other plans from afterwards too.
What are you going to do with him?
For other gigs.
Oh, I see. Well,
We're
hey,
going to force him to make money.
JD,
I'm not.
I understand why you're nervous.
I do too.
I mean, you don't go up in front of crowds.
Yeah,
Neither do Ronnie and Scott.
But
They're
Ronnie,
both fine.
Ronnie's so out of it. He thinks he's got something going on.
But yeah, they love it. They look to do this.
And
I'm
Scott's so money hungry that he knows he has nothing going on, but he'll go up there anyway and just stare at the audience.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna do a hot trick.
But JD has enough self-awareness to know that he's a
He
complete
shouldn't be up
fucking.
there.
He shouldn't be up there. But the problem is, there's a lot of money involved.
Like,
Do
you know,
you have any kind of game plan for when you hit the stage in Hartford?
I mean, there's a couple little things. I'm not gonna do like a stand-up act or anything.
What are you going to do?
There's a story that I've never told about that I'll probably tell.
Home run already.
Sounds good already.
Well, it involves forget it. And
Exactly.
It involves what? So people can look forward to it.
it's a road story with Artie.
Oh, you're going to tell Artie's
yes.
story.
Well, no, it doesn't have Artie in it, but
Right.
it's
Something about maybe when you were in Vegas and Artie got you laid?
no, it involves a girl though. But
See, Howard, the explanation of this story, 10 minutes eaten up right there.
Right. Yeah, but you know he's going to hit the stage and he's going to rush through this story because he's going to be nervous.
Nobody will know what
You know,
he
I
said.
told him, I said, look.
It's going to sound like this. There was one time, remember on the air, I said I was going to tell a story. Okay. Well, I remember Artie. We were with Artie in Vegas.
And then Artie.
And then Artie.
And then Shuley. I don't know. Have a good night.
I'll forget it. It's just going to be horrible.
Tip your waiters and waitresses.
So you're going to tell that story. How long is that story?
I don't know. I mean,
Do it
it's-
like Bill Cosby. Let it drone on for hours.
I'm really
Then I
dis-
went to the dentist, and the dentist was, oh my God, he's coming at me with a needle.
And then I went to karate school.
JT, just get ready for all the pranks, okay?
I'm not going to prank him. It's
Yeah,
fun
of course,
pranking you guys.
Of course not. No, you're not
So
gonna
what are you
prank
going to
him.
do? You're going to tell that story. How long does that last? Have you figured out how long that'll
No,
last?
I haven't really done it. I sort of just wrote it down,
Okay.
a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's really it. Intro people. I'm just worried of disappointing because like Ronnie's a maniac, and I'm
Right.
afraid people are going to
So
come.
what do you try to yell like Ronnie? Go,
I can.
"Ah!"
Yeah. I mean, that's about it.
Do that, yeah.
Let's some fucking horse.
Wait a minute. Didn't I changed my whole routine this
Yeah.
weekend. Right or wrong?
No, you did.
I got up there, I started telling like Black Cloud stories, all
Right.
that kind of bullshit.
So you were talking like a stand-up
yeah.
more. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's very
But
versatile.
then I get into my routine a little bit.
But then when he goes to introduce a comic, he's like, I don't know who this guy is. I think he's funny.
I didn't
Let's hear
say
it.
that.
Yeah, I
stupid
swear you
ass.
did. I swear. I'm not lying. You did.
That's makes a comic feel real good.
Oh, yeah.
Way to sell it.
And jump in that hole I just dug for
Who
you.
would I say that about?
JD, why don't you just recite like a
Fucking
Chris?
liar.
Why don't you recite a Chris Rock bit?
I thought about that, but no, I can't. I'm
Do
not.
that whole thing. Books are like kryptonite.
No, I'm not a stand-up.
Books are
Niggas love
like
to not
criminal to
know.
black people.
Books are like.
So you put inside the book and never find it. Here's another comedian back then.
Wow.
Hello, Hartford. Oh, this is Stanford. Hello, Stanford.
I told him, I said, don't put any pressure on yourself. I'm not looking for you to eat
Too
up
late.
a bunch of
Pressure. I
time.
already put pressure on myself.
But I said, just be a traffic cop up there. Just move
Right.
the show along.
Move
we
it
got
along.
we got plenty of comics. We'll eat up the time, and it'll be a
Right.
good job.
Yeah.
that's all I
Tell
plan.
the story about with Artie.
Well, it involves a girl, but
A girl. And the
I
girl.
was a girl.
And she's had big titty.
And then he called her, and then she came to room, and I blew my load, and then I chased her out.
But I didn't blow. I blew my load on the sheets.
And I watched TV, and then I jerked off my T-shirt, and then I left the T-shirt.
You see this? You see this?
Yeah.
This is how
that's
it
Scott.
is at the
And
show.
then Scott just stares.
It's like
Scott contributes nothing.
We just got a glimpse of the show.
What do you?
It's like Howard.
Why does that,
I'm
Scott?
just letting the action flow here. I don't want to interrupt anybody.
You don't want to interrupt the action.
No. This is good stuff. Why would I? Why would I want to get in the middle of this?
Right.
It's like Ronnie and a totem
So
pole
why
on
do you bring
stage.
Scott? I mean,
I'm
seriously.
not supposed to say a lot. I
like a
play
totem
ringing
pole.
effects. That's what I do.
Scott's like a human totem pole. All right, look.
You hit it on the head.
I got to get ready for little Steven.
Yeah, we got to stop
Yeah.
this.
JD, if he could get laid at the show, there's always a hot chick who's going to want to bang you.
We'll see.
When they see you on stage, they're going to see you in a whole different light.
No, we'll see about that.
Girls, I'll meet you after the show.
Meet me by the dumpster.
Scott's good though. He is. He's like an Indian, Indian pole, whatever you call it.
Cigar store Indian.
Yeah, cigar store.
I'd like to
He
do
got-
my
he has a
impression
little tear
of
coming out the side of his eye.
But you said weeks ago when you saw the footage from our TV, you said you're fascinated with him doing nothing.
Nothing. He just and I'm fascinated. Like when we have a problem here at the radio station.
Yeah.
And then everyone's springing into action, and then Scott just stares.
Slow down, Evan.
Or trails behind.
Evan, you're doing too much.
Easy, Evan.
Easy, Evan. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
Good shit this weekend.
easy.
He just stands there, and like I can imagine watching the show and just staring at Scott.
I'm staring at him.
Right.
I'm not even focused on what I need to do. I'm just fixated on Scott.
No, like right now
Mesmerizing.
we're talking about him behind his back, but he's staring at him.
You wouldn't even know.
Right. It's
You wouldn't even know.
fascinating.
So Ronnie, it was just your classic saline boob joke mix-up. That's what the crux of
It
this
wasn't
all
my
was.
joke, stupid Anderson. How many times do I have to tell you?
In general.
It wasn't me.
In general.
It wasn't me, okay? I admitted who it was. It wasn't me.
So it was you.
And during the whole interview, she was texting me, well, why don't you tell him? What's wrong with you? Why don't you tell him? I was just breaking balls, man. I got everybody riled up. Howard's yelling at me, telling me, don't use my show anymore. He's yelling at me, why don't you tell me?
And it was just your classic saline boob joke mix-up.
It wasn't mine.
In general.
It wasn't mine.
All right.
My
As,
joke.
as long as you didn't poop a boob, everything's okay.
I didn't poop a boob.
Would you like for Scott to invest in something like a laptop to bring on the road, or do you like the fact that he brings a cell phone?
I will
it's
say
added to the comedy.
I will say, forget the comedy. I will say that there's no DJ out there today working like my man Scott.
Cutting edge.
Yes, some would
Cutting
say-
edge material, man. It's just nobody does this.
Right.
I'm the only one.
Well, there's a reason why nobody does it, and that's because most DJs can't get phone calls in the middle of their sets
Right.
on their turntables or laptops.
I'm a very important person. I need to keep my phone on at all times. So.
And I love when he has to reboot his phone. He's got to take the battery out and shit.
You never heard of rebooting a computer either, I guess. I mean, those.
Yeah, of course.
Those
But
crash
it just looks funny to take a battery out of a phone in the middle of a gig to reboot
It
it.
wasn't the middle of a gig. It was before we started.
I know, but it was just before the show started, and then you were panicking.
This is what it's like on a flight, in the car, in the van, and they
But
wonder
Scott, why not
I take
prepare
pictures
more?
of their heads.
Panic, man. You got to see him.
I was busy bowling.
I can't. My phone froze, and he's like panicking, and he's ripping the battery out and putting it back in. And
He's blowing on it like it's a Nintendo game.
Ronnie, why not bring a laptop? Why is he being? Do you think he's being lazy?
no, man, that's not my problem. I only host a show. I don't give a shit.
And that about sums up.
My man is
the Ronnie
graduated.
Von
He is
Block.
in show business.
Angie goes, we're gonna be there when Eric hosts the show, and he goes, host? He doesn't host. Maybe co-host.
I'll roll his ass right off the stage. Man.
Oh, now they're interested. Now they fucking want to come to see.
Ronnie,
Yeah, you throw him in.
getting back to what we discussed before.
Yeah.
You came clean. You fessed up. You said
Well, I was breaking Lieberman's balls.
but you were breaking.
Because I saw him get upset. And the more he got upset, the more I was breaking his balls. And I wouldn't answer.
But then you took it out on me.
I didn't take anything out on
You
you.
got a little upset with me for asking
What are you talking about?
You got a little testy with me.
No, because I was busy. We had a guest coming in. It's more important
Than you?
than joking around.
What's more important than what?
Having
Us?
no,
What's
a
more
guest.
important?
A guest coming in.
But your Twitter
Just
account
remember whose
seems
show
to
this
be-
is, not yours. It's Howard Stern's show. All right? Don't keep walking out at me like that.
So I missed it though. So Stephanie tweeted it.
Stephanie tweeted it by mistake. Somehow got in my account. And she was tweeting it. She was in a bar with her friends. And they were talking about implants. Okay? And when they were saying something about when a boob pops, a saline boob pops in your body, it's kind of like when you're dehydrated, you get the chemicals running through your body. So when you pop a boob, I don't know what the hell they were talking about, but that's what they were talking about. A bunch of drunken girls, okay? That's how that happened.
I'll take my
Because
apology.
the typo made me think it was you because you're known for
Well,
your
I guess
typos.
my girlfriend's as stupid as me.
No, she's articulate from what I can tell.
Why is that
So it
articulate?
surprises me that she would have a typo like that.
Well, she had a few drinks, you know?
That explains.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A few drinks.
I'll take my apology now from you.
What?
Yeah, I want my apology.
I was all over him that he hacked my account.
Yeah,